Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Austin Seibert set to kick
The
off.
final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receiver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Touchdown.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Kick is good.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First down, Witherspoon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
White on the tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And
that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens ready to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for number 14.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
37-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 21-0 our score after one.
With the score, Chargers 21, Ravens nothing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
6 yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to float this one deep right side. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown.
A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graves.
4 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20! And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. Has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3 to 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 44, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them... Frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route.
The pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The quarterback sacked.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll run on first down. McClain, and he stopped immediately there.
Number 25.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Chargers 1st down.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against. And
he's in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have
attempted intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 16-yard line.
Sacked back at the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards. 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's able to find Wallace. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chargers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Graves. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
to him back at the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Out of the gun now on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. The fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The deep ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.